guys, it's Chloe Price here! So I ordered this top as a t-shirt and I was going to cut it into a tank top myself, but I accidentally cut the straps way too short, so I ordered another one off of Amazon and I actually paid an extra $4 to get it in 1-day shipping. I ordered it 3 days ago and it's still not here, so enjoy seeing like half my bra, I guess. I mean, Chloe probably wouldn't care, so why should I? So I also filmed my 1000 subscriber special last week, but half of the footage ended up getting corrupted, so I wasn't able to upload it, and I was like, hey, since some sauce what the fuck was I even trying to say? So since it's Halloween, I might as well make a Halloween special type video and then make my 1000 subscribers. Why the fuck can't I talk right now? And then make a 1000 subscriber special next week, or maybe just put it off till my 2000 subscriber special since I'm like almost there anyways. I'm closer to having 2000 subscribers than I am to 1000 subscribers, so we'll see, I guess. But yeah, since it is Halloween, I decided that today I am going to talk about the weird ass neighborhood that I used to live in. I have several weird stories about things that have happened while I lived in that neighborhood, and thought it might be moderately entertaining if I talk about them today. Yay. But yeah, so the neighborhood I used to live in wasn't like a bad neighborhood necessarily. It was like pretty suburban, like middle class, whatever. It wasn't ghetto by any means. There was a lot of crime in the neighborhood though. I'm pretty sure like 3 houses down, those people were like, oh wait, no, it was like confirmed these people were drug dealers. I'm not quite sure what kind of drugs, but I know they were drug dealers of some sort. And then the house across from us this way, fairly certain they were some sort of like whorehouse. That wasn't ever confirmed, but I'm pretty sure that's what that was. Lots of men that were strange men, like going in and out all the time. There were a couple girls that lived there that were really weird. We weren't allowed to hang out with them, so, you know. Right, first of all, my brother and I had a tendency to go walking through the neighborhood at like 1 or 2 a.m. and just like walk around there until the sun came up. Super fun. But one time we were just sitting on the driveway hanging out and a car drove by and actually threw a newspaper at my brother and hit him with it. I'm pretty sure that was the newspaper person, but I didn't see them throw newspapers at anyone else's houses. And also the weirdest thing is we didn't even get the newspaper. Like, we weren't paying to get a newspaper. So some random person just threw a newspaper at my brother for no reason, I guess. Another weird thing that happened in like the middle of the night was my brother, my little sister, and I were walking through the neighborhood and a car drove by us. The car drove by and it parked in a driveway a couple houses down from where we were standing, and then it backed up and started like slowly driving towards us, and we were getting a little freaked out, but then the dude like rolled down the window and he barked at us and then drove away. So we decided to go back home after that. But that's more like funny, weird stuff. There have actually been some like legitimate, scary, weird stuff that has happened in my neighborhood. One of them was one time my brother and I were walking through our neighborhood, and it was actually in the middle of the day this time, and we were just walking along the sidewalk, and I looked down and I noticed some sort of hoof. I don't know if it was like a goat hoof or a cow hoof, but it was about the lower half of like some animal's leg, and we were like, what the fuck? What is this? and we like go closer to it to like inspect it, and I wanted to see if it was real, so I kicked it, and then a shit ton of ants just like start spilling out of it, and we're like, oh my god, it is fucking real. And we kind of like walked away after that. I am the one, the way your son don't need a gun. Yeah, so I have no idea where that came from, because we did not live in the middle of the country. You were not allowed to have animals like that, but one of our neighbors was apparently sacrificing goats or something. I have no idea. There wasn't like blood around or anything, but that was definitely some sort of severed hoof, and it was real. Never learned where that came from. Another time, this was when I was very young, probably 7 or 8 years old. I went outside at night once because everyone else was going outside and I wanted to see what was up. So I walked outside and there were like a shit ton of police everywhere and everyone was like out of their homes, and I was like, what the hell is going on? And I don't know if this is really what happened, because I do not remember who told me this, and I also tried to find the story online and I couldn't find like any reports of it or anything. So this may or may not have actually happened, but what I was told was that what happened was the house like directly across from us, the lady that lived there drowned all her kids in a bathtub, and I think she killed herself. That's the only story that I'm not quite sure if it is true or not, but yeah, so that was a thing. And finally, probably the scariest thing that happened while I was living in that neighborhood was one night I woke up to the sound of a very loud crashing. It sounded like gunshots to me actually, and I was kind of like, I couldn't really be fucked to get out of bed. It was like in the middle of the night, and I've been woken up by gunshots all the time because there's a lot of like drive-bys and stuff in that neighborhood, so I was like, it's whatever. Someone's about to break in the house and shoot me. I don't even fucking care. I just want to sleep. So I went back to sleep. And then the next morning, when I woke up, I figured out that someone had come into our driveway in the middle of the night, taking a brick that my mom had like a pile of bricks at the side of the house. Someone like took one of those bricks and like completely smashed in my boyfriend's windshield. And we never figured out who did it. We have no idea why. Like, he doesn't have any like enemies or anything, and it never happened again, but it was kind of scary. I guess that's all the stories of weird things that happened to me whilst I lived in my old neighborhood. Life sure is strange, isn't it? Kill me! But yeah, I guess that'll about wrap up this video. Hope you found it at least a little bit entertaining. Comment down below the weirdest stuff that has happened to you wherever you live, so I think that could be interesting. Hope you have a happy Halloween, and I will see you later. It's like, it's so fucking boring just to like repeat the same thing over and over, and it hurts me to like type the same conversation out every day. Like, if you're gonna talk to someone